What's up, hoochie mamas and hoochie daddies? We coming from a different location today, and y'all probably gonna start seeing me in here more often because I forgot that I can go live from my phone. But I am sitting in the parking lot of a place that I ain't supposed to be, and that's so crazy because I'm pretty sure we all find ourselves in places we ain't supposed to be. Now, this ain't like no trap house. It ain't the hood. It ain't jail. It ain't the hospital. It ain't nowhere like that I ain't supposed to be. And if y'all see me ashy, it's because I just washed my hands. So mind your business. But when I say I'm at a place that I ain't supposed to be, what I mean is like, how many times have you been somewhere physically and mentally you knew that that shit just was not for you? Whether it be a relationship, whether it be a church, whether it be a partnership, a job, a friendship, the wrong place in the world, wherever it may be, we oftentimes find ourselves in places where we think to ourselves, like, damn, what am I doing here? This shit ain't even for me. And for me, that place is called a job. I am very grateful, eternally grateful. I do a really good job at doing my job, but it ain't where I'm supposed to be. And ever since the first day I started, I've known that. And just knowing that and every day having a harsh reality and wake up and reminder that damn, this is not where I'm supposed to be. It literally just pushes me and fuels me and motivates me to get out of any place that I know I ain't supposed to be. Any place. And I be trying to encourage y'all to do that too. Um, I know that a lot of people look down on 9 to 5s, and I have never looked down on it. I am blessed to have a job, and the jobs or positions that I've held previously, I was blessed to have them. But guess what, damn it? I love myself enough, and I love the kingdom of God enough, and my faith is big enough to know and believe that my working days are finna come to a screeching halt. Not because I got fired, not because a bitch pushed me out, not because of anything negative, but because I know that instead of working the 9 to 5, I'm more than capable of providing the 9 to 5 to somebody else. Damn it. And so are you. And if you don't want to keep working, it is ways out here. It's means out here. It's things out here that we can do. My coworker watching me, y'all, with his nosy ass. But we oftentimes find ourselves in places where we know we are not supposed to be. And we can either keep being there and keep remaining unhappy, and we can keep wasting time in the wrong areas. Or while we in that place where we know we ain't supposed to be, like me, we can strategize, we can plan, we can literally come up with an obtainable um layout or just a set of goals or just anything to get your ass out of where you know you're not supposed to be. And I'm not gonna sit on here and go over my plan with y'all because that's my business. That's between me and God. But I will say that there is one. There's a few plans. And before we act on our plan, we need to pray on it and make sure that it's the Lord's plan and will for us. Because we can take God's plan and adopt it and nurture it and make it our own. But we can't take our fucked up plan and try to force God to make it his own when he probably got way better for us. What I will say is that instead of complaining or instead of making a place that you don't want to be even worse and make it more of a place that you don't want to be, the best thing to do would be to embrace where you are. Thank God that you have the opportunity to even be there. Ask Him why He put you there, what He wishes for you to fulfill while you're there. And even though it's a temporary situation, pray that He would allow you to flourish and be as useful as you can in that position or in that place where you know you're not supposed to be. Um, Honestly, I have just been increasing my faith since I've been here. I have been increasing my prayer life. I have been even more to myself than I ever was ever. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a team of one. I have always been. I've never had a problem with being a team of one. I don't need a sidekick to thrive or survive. I don't need I know it sounds bad, but like I'm not one of those people that needs to always be around people to feel whole or complete. And not saying that I don't need anybody because realistically we all need people. Duh. Or I wouldn't be wanting a husband. But I am one of those people that if we happen to gravitate towards each other, great. But if it don't naturally happen like that, even greater. Um, Also, I'm anti-cliquish. I don't like when you enter environments of people who are supposed to be adults, yet their self-esteem, I guess, never did its thing through middle school, high school, college, if they went to it. And I'm not knocking nobody that didn't go to college because hell, I barely went, and I definitely didn't come out with no degree or no certificate. So, but what I'm saying is, a lot of people who are like 30s, 40s, 50s, it's so disheartening to see a hoe that old and still need another bitch to their left or their right to like operate. See, I'm not like that. When I get in environments where people are clicked up or always got to whisper about a bitch like we in high school, or you could just tell whose self-esteem is in the garbage because they have to try to overcompensate in other areas. Being around people like that on a daily basis, it just literally fuels me even more to keep being who I am. Nothing about me will you ever be able to say was a clout chaser. Nothing about me screams um codependent. None of that. And even as a child, I've always been like that. Like when my grandparents used to take me places and all the children would have to be outside playing or all the kids have to go to a certain room. I was that child that I didn't want to do what other kids did. I didn't want to be around other kids. I wanted to be by myself or be by my grandma. And me being that type of child that never had to rely on other kids for company or for fun or any of that, it has literally, I would say it's helped and hindered me through my adulthood. It's helped me because I do not have to rely on the presence of others to be or not to be me. It probably has hindered me because I am so used to being alone that even though sometimes I can miss being around other people, I'm so used to being alone that I don't mind staying in it. And that doesn't help either. But what I will say is, I'm glad that I've always been an individual. It's too many times on a daily basis I see adults that are way older than me, or they say they're adults. Shit, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But people who say that they're adults who are older than me in age can't be themselves unless they got their little homegirl next to them, or they can't be themselves unless they got a posse of cheerleaders to hype them up. People like that. It's so funny. It's so funny witnessing them because, how can I say this without being mean? When you're 60 years old and your life is still in the same place it was in when you were in your 20s or 30s, which is miserable, stagnant, broken, out here putting a million miles on your pussy because you still don't feel good about yourself. When people be in those types of positions, I often wonder, do they want to stay there? Do they see it out for them? Do they see an escape? Because I see people oftentimes who, instead of making their own moves in life, or instead of feeling like they too are capable of better, they will hate on another motherfucker who ain't scared to be themselves. They will hate on another motherfucker who ain't scared to speak their mind, who is not scared to pursue their dreams, who ain't scared to take risks. People like that can know that they're in the wrong place, or know that they're in a spot where they ain't supposed to be, or know that they are capable of better, but because their self-esteem is so in the fucking garbage, they will settle for mediocrity, stay where they at, and then head on the hoe who ain't trying to stay where they at. It's crazy. It ain't for me to figure out, but I'm just stating facts. Just presenting reality to y'all. I said all that to say, hold on, sis. And for the hoochie daddies that's watching, hold on, brother. Do not fucking give up. Get out. I mean, shit. Do not fucking give up, give out, or give in, because if you think that you've had good days, imagine how much greater it can get when you get out of that place you know you ain't supposed to be. Imagine as soon as you walk out of that place that you're not supposed to be, literally your box of blessings is outside the door waiting on you. So when you walk out of that door of a job you ain't supposed to be in, a relationship you're not supposed to be in, a marriage that you holding on to that's dead. And I usually wouldn't even try to encourage nobody to get no divorce, but a lot of y'all got married and wasn't even supposed to be dating, much less married a person. So in those situations, yes, divorce is permissible. But either way, as I was saying, while you're in the place where you know you're not supposed to be, if you're not going to have the courage to get out, at least start strategizing. At least start devising your plan, because before you know it, you're going to be just like the miserable hoes I just told you about. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60 years old, still don't know they self, out here racking up miles on their pussy, trying to, chase a feeling that you still never going to get. Broken, hating on the next bitch that's elevating when you too could elevate if you wanted it bad enough. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that. Especially when you're a young popping asshole like me. You don't want to be like that. So I know I just probably said a whole bunch of nothing to you, but for the ones who this was for, you're going to get it. You're going to grasp it. You're going to take what you need to from it. And hopefully you're going to get up out of that place where you know you're not supposed to be. I'm going to start doing car talks like this more often, because when I'm in positions of wanting to spaz, coming to talk to y'all helps me. I call myself the street psychologist, but shit, y'all give me therapy too, hell. Because being able to just come here and vent like I want y'all to do, it does such greatness for me. Like I'm sitting here saving money instead of paying for therapy. I'm coming on here and therapy is being provided to me for free just by talking to y'all. So um I looked for y'all name in the likes and I couldn't find it. And I looked for you throughout my subscribers and I couldn't find you. So I need you to hop in my likes, like this video and like all the others that I posted because I got a lot out there. And then I need you to subscribe so that you can be a part of this family. And I need you to click that bell notification button so that every time I come to you, whether it's at 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, no, oh, Jesus, that is my car. Anyway, no matter what time I come to y'all, if you got them notifications on, you going to be notified and you get to tune in live and you get to chat live. So hoochie mamas and hoochie daddies, I need y'all to be obedient to God and to me. I need y'all to subscribe to my YouTube, like all these videos, go follow me on all my social media accounts. And the last thing I need you to do is be a good keeper of yourself and love yourself enough to get out of any place that you know you ain't supposed to be. If you ain't supposed to be there, and you're uncomfortable even remaining there, first thing you need to do is pray for God's will concerning your life. Second, you need to start strategizing and devise your plan of how you're going to exit up out that bitch. And then lastly, when it's time to go, you can't be asking no questions. You got to be ready. Because the last thing you want to do is waste God's time and waste your own time by strategizing a plan that you ain't even gonna have courageous um that you're not even going to have the courage, I'm sorry, to pursue. Like, what's the point in devising a plan if when it's time to exit, you standing there scared, talking about, I don't know, God, you sure about this? Like, hell yeah, he's sure that's why he gave it to you. When it's time for you to leave, sugar mama, big daddy, hoochie mamas and hoochie daddies, when it's time for you to leave, you can't be scared. You can't be asking no questions. You cannot be hesitant. You cannot be, oh my God, I was watching this girl. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. I was watching this girl who went um bungee jumping. Now, it's 100 people in line behind her. They done stood in line 2 hours waiting to get their chance. Now she done got her chance. They done hooked the bungee cord to her, got her ready, and now it's time to jump. And she done stood there for 10 minutes while everybody is trying to motivate her. Like, girl, why the fuck did you come up here? Let these people strap you up. And then now when it's time to jump, you don't want to jump. Hmm. Hmm. It's people standing in line behind you. They waiting on you to jump. They've been standing in line 2 or 3 hours, and now they are the second or third person behind you, and they can't go until you go. That shit applies to real life. A lot of people can't jump till you jump. When it's time to jump, do not be like that girl standing up there looking crazy. When it's time to jump, you got to be ready. If you know you in some shit you ain't supposed to be in and you really want to get out of it, you got to be ready when God says go. I love y'all hoochie mamas and hoochie daddies, and I'm really preaching to myself because I've been standing up there not jumping too. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers behind me is still struggling because if I don't jump, they can't jump. So we finna get our motherfucking bungee cords on, have faith, and we finna take that leap and we finna jump. I love y'all. Be blessed. Come back to me with some good news. Comment, share, like, subscribe. If you need some prayer, some encouragement, any type of motivation, my DMs are open on every single social media platform. Do not be in my DMs trying to hop down on me because I'm already a taken woman and I'm finna be getting married soon. So I do not want y'all. Love y'all. TTYL.